What is it that successful people do that other people do not? When it comes to their fitness, their finances, their family, their business, their education, and even their spirituality. It's that they're extremely self-disciplined. The reality of the matter is, if you are not somebody that's disciplined, you will not succeed in life. It's just as simple as that. So here is a video that's going to teach you the 5 best things you need to do to increase your discipline. The first tip to increase your discipline is change your story. The reality of the matter is, if you're not changing the story that you're telling yourself about you, you are not going to succeed within keeping yourself disciplined to the new habit, act, or ritual that you're trying to put in place within your life. Let me give you a more specific example. Imagine you're somebody that likes to drink in a leisure activity and when you go out and whatever the case is. Now imagine you do the challenge of like, listen, I want to stop drinking for the next 30 days. And then you have a happy hour coming up for business and you absolutely need to go. Now you put yourself that in your mindset that, listen, I'm not going to drink. But then you go there and then you're having fun and somebody offers you a nice drink and it's your favorite glass of scotch. And you're like, you know what, let me take it. The reality of the matter is that person is going to take it because they haven't defined a different story about they are not a drinker. Towards somebody else, if they define that story, listen, I'm just somebody that doesn't drink and I'm a non-drinker. So if they go to that activity and to that happy hour and then somebody offers them a drink, it's so easy for them to say no because their reality is that they are not somebody that drinks. So when it comes down to is that humans have a consistency to react the same way with their past decisions. So if you've taken a past decision of like, listen, I drink, then it's easy for you to take that glass. Towards if you've taken past decision of saying no on those events and more you practice that, it's gonna be easier for you to say no within this particular example. And this works for any aspect within your life as well. Let's give the same example of waking up and going to the gym. It's the same thing. So continually change your story, which is gonna help you be more disciplined within every single habit that you're trying to implement within your life. The second tip to increase your discipline is, what is your why? So this is very important because you have to state why you are doing what you are doing when it comes to acting upon that disciplinary way of living, right? Let me just be a bit more specific here because I kind of felt like that was a tongue twister for me. So what do we mean by that? Imagine you want to lose weight, okay? And your reason is not something that's really important in a way that is going to drive you. Imagine it's something for vanity reasons, which is okay to have that as well, but it's not something that drives you. You want to lose weight because you want to fit in jeans, right? It'll be easier if your only goal is to fit in those jeans to miss a couple of days. Towards imagine you're saying, hey, I'm not living a healthy lifestyle and I'm a father, I have kids, and I want to be there for my kids. That is a stronger why. I guarantee you that person that is aiming towards the why, listen, I'm doing this for the greater good of my family and me being a great father, they're going to be so much more disciplined and focused on getting the task done. So look at what is the why. Why are you putting yourself in that position to be in a disciplined scenario? And state it really clearly. Once it's stated and it's there, you're going to have such an easier time to be disciplined and go towards your success. If you guys are seeing there's some value within this video so far, don't hesitate at all to give me one of these, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell notification so you can find out when our weekly videos come out. So the third thing to do to really increase your self-discipline is get accountability partners. Now this is a big one. For me, that's when I really brought my discipline to the next level. When I put structures of accountability. And when I'm talking about accountability partners, it doesn't necessarily have to be somebody else. It could be yourself. Now let me give some more specific examples. When we're talking about yourself, imagine you have a goal of, let's say, taking a cold shower for 30 days in a row. For you to accomplish that easier, you could maybe prepare a little calendar and check mark every single day that you're doing it. So it's like a little game. That's going to keep yourself accountable to yourself and to that calendar. Now, another level to bring that to really a higher level of accountability is get people as an accountability partner. Towards a coach, towards a mentor, towards somebody that you're doing this specific task with. Once again, let me give you an example of working out. If you're working out with somebody, it's easier to be like, hey, where were you if you didn't show up? And that person's keeping you accountable and vice versa. Now, another explanation I want to give with this is, once again, in the weight loss industry, which this whole video is not about this, but I'm just so easy to explain when it comes to the weight loss industry, is taking the example of the company that is Weight Watchers. this company has helped millions and millions of people, I'm sure even billions of people, to lose weight. And the main reason is, two main reasons. First of all, they educate their community on what it is to have a healthy lifestyle. And second is, they have a weekly weigh-in to really see where they are. And when they're doing the weigh-in, they're doing it with somebody else, so they're keeping themselves accountable, like, oh my God, I have to lose weight or I have to be at a more healthier weight level because I'm going and I'm weighing myself. So there is that accountability. That's one thing that I thoroughly love about coaching. If you have like a weekly setup with them or monthly or whatever the case is, you're always checking yourself, be like, hey, what did I do this last week? And you're keeping yourself accountable. So get yourself accountability partners. The fourth thing to do to increase your discipline is honor the struggle. Now, the reality of the matter is, whatever you're doing that demands a certain level of discipline is probably not very easy for you, right? And that's completely normal and okay. Once I learned that there was this concept of honoring the struggle several years back, I saw difficulty in a completely different light. So much so that I actually now wait for it. I seek failure. I seek difficulty because I know that I'm growing. So let me give you an example of, once again, if you go into the gym and you're doing something with your biceps and you're doing bicep curls and it's difficult, you're actually seeking failure. So then the next day when you go back, your muscle has recuperated and is stronger and redoing it. So if you are doing something and it is difficult, go towards that. Go towards resistance. That's what's going to make you succeed. So if you're running a business right now and it is difficult, or you're prospecting and it's difficult and you're getting a lot of no's, it's every single no is going to get you closer to a yes. So go towards that. It's only making you stronger. And that's going to make you become such a more resilient and disciplined individual. So honor the struggle. The fifth thing to do to increase your discipline is build new habits. Now this kind of goes hand in hand, and this could actually be your own video in itself. Now why does it go hand in hand? Because most probably if you're trying to keep discipline, it's because you're trying to develop a new habit. And that's a great way to actually develop your resiliency and your discipline. As you're putting these new habits, it's training you to develop that. Now, one thing that you have to understand when it comes to building new habits or anything that has to do with discipline, don't look at it in a way that, oh my God, I missed a day or two. Look at it in a global picture of, am I going towards the right direction? Because I guarantee it, you could have the most discipline in your life, but at a certain point, you're gonna stop doing the thing that you're gonna do. And that could be for a day, that could be for 2 days, that could be for a week. But if you get back on it and you continue, then you are winning, because then you are projecting up towards a longer period of time. So the goal is set these habits, work on them. It's gonna make you increase your discipline and it's gonna get you the results that you want. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and it's gonna help you out to become a more disciplined individual that's gonna get you an immense amount of success in anything that you're doing in your life. Now the question of the day is, what period of your life you needed a certain level of discipline and you realized that you got so much great results out of that? For me, it's when I decided to wake up at 4 a.m. consistently. And the reason why I succeeded at it is because I changed my story of like, hey, I'm a morning person. And the second thing, the why was so strong in the reason why I was waking up. And I still do to this day, wake up at 4 a.m. So if you guys want to see some other videos that could interest you, you have some over here. And furthermore, there's this big profile picture. You guys could click it and subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell notification so you can know when our weekly videos are out. So I hope you guys have a blessed and grateful life.